What's up guys and welcome to this QPBL Season 2 Week 3 battle. So this one is gonna be uploaded after Week 4 because what happened is that I left it for the Maritimes last week, so we didn't have time to complete our Week 3 battle. So my opponent was ready, my Week 4 opponent was ready to do our battle before my Week 3 opponent. So basically I had two battles in the same week, but Week 4 battle came before Week 3. So anyways, I know it's late, but as you can see in the bottom left, bottom right corner, the battle was postponed, and we basically just decided to do it now. So let's go right into it. So what I did was lead with Mew for the. I didn't really know what he was gonna lead with, so I felt this was probably the safest play because I had like very good coverage, but at the same time I didn't think I would be able to OHKO anything except for maybe Sizzle with a flamethrower. Anyways, he sends out Cofagrigus. Of course I'm gonna go for knockoff. I know I'm gonna lose Synchronize, and I was ready to accept the risk of him burning me with Will-O-Wisp, but instead he goes for Calm Mind. So I realized that it's probably more of a Trick Room or offensive variant of Cofagrigus. So what I do here is go for Genesis Supernova, hoping that it would kill. It was a roll. So let's see what it did here. I think this is the first time I'm able to place Genesis Supernova in 4 battles. So I was actually pretty happy because he didn't have any Dark type on his team. So this was at least a guaranteed hit. Now, as I said, it was a roll. I think I got like mid to low roll, and he survived that one. Goes for Trick Room. Not good news. Not very good news for me because I know he's probably gonna be able to do what he wants with my Mew. So he goes for Pain Split. That gave him a lot of HP back. Going for knockoff, hoping for a high roll or a crit or something. Didn't get it, so he still decides to go for Pain Split. This is gonna go on for a few turns. Sorry. So as I said, this is gonna go on. He once again goes for well, he used a few Pain Splits, and then he used Shadow Ball, gets the first kill of the game. I was okay with that. I didn't think it was worth switching anything into a Shadow Ball, so what I did was let Mew die. I didn't think he had any Stealth Rock pressure, so I thought it was okay. Because my Mew was my defogger. So what I did instead was send my Togekiss, which was a very specially defensive variant. Let me just see what it was exactly. So Togekiss was, let me see. It has 216 HP and 60 special defense, and it really has like very high natural special defense. So I think Shadow Ball at this point would have been 3 KO maybe, so I felt like I was safe. I tried to burn, well, to get rid of its Trick Room using Roost, and hoping for paralysis here, and he gets a few, so I'm very lucky because Cofagrigus could have done a lot of damage to my team if he didn't get paralyzed, well, full para during those turns. So he actually gets lucky here. He avoids the Air Slash, tries to go for I think it was Shadow Ball. I think he told me it was Shadow Ball, and he gets he gets para'd once again. So basically now Trick Room's over. I'm faster, so I'm in a position with Syrindrace where I'm gonna probably just get a para or flinch every single turn. So he decides to let it die. That's the right play to do in my opinion. So we're now at 5-5, so that was good. Now against Regalgi, I knew there was a risk he might be Specs. And as you'll see in a few seconds here, I can pretty much confirm he was Specs. Because from that, with that EV spread, my Togekiss should have survived at 97. Like the max damage was 97%. So I'm able to place two pretty good air slashes. So bring it back, bring it down to about half. But then Sludge Wave with adaptability and choice specs was a maximum of 141. So remove the 1.5 boost from the choice specs. I should have lived. Anyways. So now he decides to switch because I'm definitely faster, and Zen Headbutt or Ice Punch or Earthquake was very obvious. But I decided to go for Earthquake because he didn't have any flying type. I thought this was the right play to do, and then he switches into Scizor, which was pretty much exactly what I wanted him to do. That's why I didn't go for Zen Headbutt, and I get a crit. So that does over 50%. And then he decides not to go for Bullet Punch. So obviously it doesn't matter. He won't do enough damage to really hurt me. And what I do is get that big HP fire right in his face. And when I showed him my HP fire, he really started panicking. He didn't have any other plan or whatever for Metagross. His strategy was only Mega Scizor. Marowak could have done a lot of damage to my Metagross if he was in, like if his EV spread was different, or if he got a crit there. I could actually have changed the outcome of the game, but he didn't, and that means I'm faster. I get 2 Earthquakes and knock Marowak down, and I'm still at 9 HP, so I'm still alive. I knew Mach Punch was coming, so like pretty obviously I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go into Tapu Fini. He didn't predict that, so too bad on him. He could have brought something like Poison Jab and predicted that, and that would have done a lot of damage, but he didn't. Anyways, so I'm gonna recover a little bit of HP with my leftovers, and I'm gonna go for a big Moonblast, not boosted. Like basically, that's Tapu Fini was modest with 180 special attack, so I don't think he was hostile vested, because like Tapu Fini isn't that good on a special attack side. That did a lot of damage, and I think with Assault Vest that wouldn't even have done 50%. Anyways, I'm still a lot faster than Conkeldurr, so I'm able to place 2 Moonblast and knock him out. So that was very good for me. And with leftovers, I'm gonna recover a bit of HP after every turn because he got that crit on Earthquake. That could have been dangerous, but I'm able to kill Cofagrigus while limiting the damage. So he goes for a Buzzwole here. Goes for another Earthquake. I don't think he planned for Tapu Fini. He didn't have a Poison Jab on both Conkeldurr and Buzzwole. Could have been a good idea, but if he had them, he didn't use them, and that would have been the right thing to do. So I'm able to knock out Buzzwole here. That was pretty good for me. Now I know that I'm probably gonna lose my my Tapu Fini here to Dragalge. So I decided to go for Moonblast, not to try to save it or anything. I knew he wouldn't go for Sludge Wave because the switch to Metagross was very obvious. So Dragalge is so good at special defense, whatever. He's got a lot of it, and he tanks that Moonblast and kills me with the Surf. But I think it was too little, too late. So I switch out to Metagross in front of a paralyzed Dragalge, so pretty obvious. I don't want to go or Meteor Mash or Zen Headbutt here. I don't want to miss and get knocked out, because that was dangerous, because I could have lost some very important points at the end of the season. So I win by the score of 3-0. Very good battle on my side. Preparation was very good. Really lost control of the battle when I used HP Fire with Metagross. He really wasn't able to catch up after that. So yep, my team is now 3-1, which is very good. I'm very happy with the way we played. And the next battle is going to be on week 5. There's going to be some power rankings uploaded on the QPBL channel very soon, so keep an eye out for that. So that was it for this week 3 battle. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. Also, if you want to see more QPBL content, there's going to be a link for that in the description and on my YouTube channel front page. So I will see you all in the next video. Peace!